Jobs tier list. Nah, this sounds great.
Jobs, all right? It's inevitable. We're all gonna have to get a job at some point. And some people are unemployed. Like myself. Or actually,
If you're unemployed, cover your ears because I'm gonna say a slur. Tee the fuck up right now, or you're gonna stay at the bottom. If you wanna grind and if you wanna actually make it, get that 9 to 5 job, bro. Don't don't be just laying on your ass, bro. You're wasting time. When you could be using that time to get the bag, nigga. Cause you're wasting time. You're wasting time when you could be literally getting to that bag and investing in yourself and in your future. Like, bro, bro, ever since I got out of high school, I realized I took all those years for granted when I should have actually did something. Cause after high school, you might not want to go to college, bro. You know, find yourself in high school. And I feel like no, COVID really fucked up my generation because freshman year, no one was in school, or not really anyone. And then we went into sophomore year, everyone was kind of fucked up socially. You know, it was like, yeah, it's a lot.
I bet I could give YouTube a fancier title. Google Content Analyst. There we go. Now we're cooking. And today we're ranking every job I can think of. And if YouTube shits the bed, I'm taking my ass to Indeed.com and job searching. So let's look for some jobs today. All right, we're going to start with a surgeon. Now these rankings are going to be in my personal opinion. So please do not take this super seriously. The possibility of me being a surgeon, it's going right in the F tier. That's what's going on. Because there is no way I trust myself with somebody else's life. Like if I can't even stay
No, I
focused
feel
while
that though.
recording a YouTube video, what makes you think I'd be able to stay focused during a surgery? And not to mention, let's say if I was a plastic surgeon, this dude would walk out with the most deformed face ever. And then I have to explain to him, my bad, bro. You're kind of stuck like this for a while. Sorry. Unless you want to pay for another surgery. Shout out all
You're a BBL surgeon and you accidentally give them the wrong size implants and it's like 2 times bigger than they wanted.
my surgeons out there, but yeah, I'm not feeling this one. And next we got one I got personal experience in. Retail jobs. Fuck that shit. We're putting that right in.
That's not terrible
Before
though.
YouTube worked out, a lot of you may know
It's just
I
boring
was
as
a
shit.
cashier at a grocery store. And dealing with all the Karens and other bullshit like that, it was garbage. So I don't want to do that shit again. But having
not
that
a grocery
first
store.
job really did teach me the value of money and shit.
Never work at a grocery store as your first job, bro. That's your first failure right there.
Like that. I'm kind of glad that I did have it, but at the same time, it sucked absolute balls. Because for whatever reason, every time I would get a Karen in my line, they always would have an issue with what I was doing. They would have an issue with how I'm doing my job. They would sometimes lie to me about the price being lower than it actually is. Some of them would try to finesse me. I'm like, all right, bro, enough of that. And working at like McDonald's or Burger King is even worse because the customers are super hungry, so a lot of them are hangry. So they start crashing out over a goddamn
Burger
Big
King,
Mac.
bro?
Well, I guess sometimes
No
people
way.
could go to a grocery store when they're hungry. So we did kind of have to deal with some crash outs every now and then. News anchor. I'm going to put this one in C tier. The only problem I would have with being a news anchor, it's live. It's not pre-recorded. So I would be sitting there like, this
That's
just
true.
in.
I would be sweating my
The
fucking
local
ball cheeks
Little
off.
League team won the championship.
Trying to think of my
no,
next
we're not
lines.
doing that. It would
Yeah.
be the most painfully
Nah.
boring news anchor you've ever heard. And there's definitely
And who the fuck watches the news anyway? Let's be for real. 65-year-old men that don't go outside and don't get bitches. Like, bro, get off the news. Go get socially active, bro.
some articles I would be like, dude, I don't even want to talk about this.
No one
Why
cares
are you
about
even telling me
politics.
to say this? Breaking news in the Duckalo village. The newspaper boy has not delivered papers for 5 days. Unbelievable. And everybody watching will be like, okay, clearly it's a slow news day. What the hell is going on? And sometimes they go in the middle of the storm and just stand there with a microphone. I would definitely
And
not
they
wanna
they
do
like
that.
asked
So
to
the
get hit.
hurricane has turned into category 5 and Chuck is on the scene. What's going on over there, Chuck? It's getting pretty windy, and sometimes they'll get hit by some shit. I'm good, bro. I'd rather be like the behind the scenes dude. Now we got an athlete. I'm gonna put an athlete in A tier because if I really was super athletic, I'd be like, damn, bro, I'm locking in. I'm gonna become a professional. I wasn't really huge into the sports I played growing up. I would say absolutely.
What athlete that is?
The only bad thing I would say is I don't want to be a celebrity, bro. Like any kind of celebrity, I'm cool off that. I'd much rather be like the second or third.
Bro, you're pretty much a celebrity. How many subs do you have,
because
bro?
I just
You have over 500,000 subscribers. I would call that celebrity level.
sit on the bench and watch the game and just practice, because then I could live a regular life and still get paid to play my favorite sport. I think that'd be pretty cool. Even though the starter athletes, they make
Hey. Actually, no, we'll look at it. We'll look after.
hella
But
bread. They
hey.
make millions a year. But dude, at that point, I would not be able to live a regular life. I would have to be paranoid everywhere I go that somebody's gonna recognize me. Like, imagine being LeBron James. Life as LeBron would be insane. Imagine having the ability to dunk on anybody in the NBA. But me personally, that life's not for me. Now we got a salesman. Now it really depends what you're selling. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Now a lot of people, like car salesmen, for example, they use scummy tactics to try and get the interest rate up and things like that, so they can make more off commission, obviously. But the whole point of being a salesman is to get sales. So
Yeah,
I really don't
facts.
understand why people do that. It will literally just drive people away. But yeah, it's crazy that
Oh.
car salesmen, a lot of them do all these mind tricks on you. So before I even think about getting a new car, I gotta do my research on these
Set up my GTA RP soon. Alright, bet. Do I want to play tonight though? I don't know if I want to play tonight, but I'll set it up. Yeah.
tactics that they use. And also, door-to-door salesmen, I wouldn't do that either, because a lot of people are just gonna end up slamming the door in your face. But if I like use TikTok to market a product or something, and then I would get commission for sales, I would probably do it. I mean, I've always been interested in digital marketing, so why not? Cybersecurity,
Alright, bet. Tomorrow night I don't have anything planned for stream. Today I really just wanted to do reaction shit. That's why we're reacting to shit mostly. But tomorrow I don't have anything planned. We can make that our main event for tomorrow. GTA RP.
here. I feel like this is something I'd be pretty interested in. I always wanted to know how to keep my devices more secure, and it's really important as well because people who work in cybersecurity test and protect computer systems and data, and they help keep data from these annoying ass hackers that are pretty much like flies buzzing around you. And you can keep yourself protected online with the help of today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN can change your location to over 100 countries across the globe and in 3,000 different servers. So any of those annoying ass people trying to get your IP address online and send you 50 billion pizzas to your doorstep will fail thanks to Surfshark. All you have to do is pick one of the many servers.
Just realized this is a fucking ad. I don't care about your stupid ad, bro.
Today's video. Now we got a security guard slash bouncer. If I put on some more muscle, I would say C tier for this one.
Yeah.
It really depends on
High
the circumstance.
CB.
Because if I'm Jack Doherty's security guard, why the hell would I want to be Jack Doherty's
Yeah.
security guard? If
That nigga has everyone out to get him. I don't want to be that nigga's security guard.
I was a security guard at a club or something, some people would try to fight me, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with all that. But if I was Playboy Cardi's security guard, hell yeah, bro. Okay, I'm just kidding. Enough of the glaze. It doesn't really sound too bad besides the fact that people are going to try to put up a fight with you and shit. Otherwise, it sounds pretty solid to me. Now we got a lawyer. Now, if I'm being honest with you, if I was a lawyer, I would say some shit like, Your Honor, Roe
What the fuck is this
cooked."
stream?
Okay, I would not
A
make it
reaction
look good.
stream.
And plus, I don't want to go to law school for 7 years. I'm not trying to do all that. I mean, yeah, they get paid good, but they also got to pay for 7 years of school. And also, law isn't really something that I'm that interested in. But since it pays well, I'll put it in C tier. A babysitter. Now, that doesn't really sound too bad when you're babysitting. in a
Oh,
rich
don't let me
neighborhood.
babysit
You'll
your
get
kid.
paid hella cheese just to babysit some kid for like 6 hours. And if the kid is an asshat, then yeah, the job's gonna suck. But otherwise,
Well, yeah, that's the goal. There's no excuses, bro. Gotta spark every day. No excuses. Discipline, my boy. Discipline.
I'd say it'd be a decent job. Sometimes I don't got enough patience for that type of shit, so I'm gonna put it in D tier. Not
No, swear to God, that's what I'm saying. Don't let me watch a child, bro. Especially right now at my age, because I'm not gonna be focused on that kid. I'm gonna be on my phone.
not for me personally, but if you got enough
This is
patience,
peak
I would
streaming.
say go for
No
it. But
dead
I'm
ass.
not trying to
It
be
is,
super
bro.
nanny, personally. And also, I don't know if I'd be able to take care of a kid. At least for me right now, I don't think I got that responsibility in me. Photographer. Honestly, I would put this one in S tier. You can choose what jobs you want to take. That's if you do freelance photography. I would do photo shoots at like weddings and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And
Yeah,
plus,
that
I
would be
spend
nice.
hours in Adobe Photoshop making the thumbnails. Even though they still look like shit, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter how much bread is on the table. There are some types of photography I am not doing. And yeah, we already know know what type of photography I'm talking about. And that specific type of photography that
OnlyFans.
belongs on a different website is going below the tier list. A
Agreed.
barber. Okay, I would put this one in B tier, to be honest with you. I'd like to give people a fresh lineup. That'd be pretty sick. I've been watching videos
You know
of people
what?
getting hair.
You know what? A barber isn't that hard to get into either. All you gotta do is just get a few consistent clients that come back, obviously, and then find some guy that will let you, um, or that will help you promote yourself and help you get more customers. Like, it's really barber. Being a barber is really like being a content creator at the same time. Because like you gotta really like know how to grow and get clients and everything.
Haircuts on Instagram. Like, the transformation is just crazy. But the only
Entrepreneurship,
thing I would
yeah.
say, I'm not trying to be a barber, because if I give them a bad cut, yeah, like, I am pretty much sentencing them to no female interaction for 3 months. But if I really
No,
did
no, no. I
learn
can
and
get you
got
right with
really
a
good at
fade
my craft, you know, I would
or a
fuck with you,
taper.
for sure. But besides fucking up people's haircuts, I think I would enjoy the job. A clown. Yeah, this one's going in F tier. I'm
Fuck
not doing
that.
this. I don't know
Fuck
if I would
that.
get like tomatoes thrown at me, water balloons. The unexpected is going to happen. Then I'd have to sit there and make balloon animals. I don't know. I'm just not with that. But hey, man, if being a clown's your passion, then chase your passion. I'm not stopping you. And
Go to
especially
birthday
the fact
parties,
that I
do
was
your
afraid
thing.
of clowns as a kid. I don't know if that really helps either.
Oh my god. Afraid of clowns as a kid. That reminded me, bro. The fucking killer clown era, bro. Was that an actual thing? Or were those people dressed up? I think those are people dressed up. Man, fuck those niggas, bro. That actually had me scared as a kid. I got some funny IRL content ideas for you. If you're trying to run that, I want to see you blow up. No, bro. Deadass. The only thing I'm looking for right now to get into IRL streaming is an extra phone. Because once I get an extra phone, I need. It's an investment, but it's gonna be around 80 to a few hundred plus for a new phone, just to stream on. So, and then I have to get um a phone line. You genuinely my favorite person ever, bro. Bro, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. That actually warmed my heart to hear that. Damn, bro.
And if I wore like the
Damn, I
clown
felt that.
makeup on my face, my skin would definitely break out in a shit ton of acne. A cop. Certain situations where I would have to clutch up, I'm not the guy for. So I don't really think.
Oh. Why did I think bro was talking about me, bruh?
I would make a good cop at all. If I'm put under pressure, I am folding like a MacBook Air. Me and being put under pressure, yeah, not really that great of a situation. Like, the
We're
only
tied.
thing I'd probably be able
Type
to do as a
shit, type
cop is
shit.
like hand out parking tickets and also catch people speeding. That's about it. Now, again, this is my personal preference. So, me being a cop, yeah, we're looking at a nice D tier. All right, I would not make a good cop. Someone else has got that, bro, not me. And alongside our cops, you know, we also need somebody to teach the youth. And it's not gonna be me, bro. I am not being a teacher. I'd rather be a cop than a teacher. So
Agreed.
Birdie as a teacher is going right
Agreed.
in the F tier. I made a whole
That ties in with babysitting, bro. I'm not teaching your child, bro. I'm gonna teach them the wrong thing. They're gonna come back home talking about some nigger. Not my fault. Hey, she learned it from me. She learned how to say it. Okay, that's her fault for saying it at home.
video about how to cheat in school. I would get fired on the spot. And plus, I wasn't really the greatest student in school ever. I mean, I did get decent grades, but if I'm keeping it real with you guys, I just got carried by Google. So imagine me up there trying to teach a bunch of people about a subject that I did terrible in school. Like, that just wouldn't make any
That
sense.
too, bro.
And plus, I left
That too.
college a year ago, so I am not built for this. And shout out all the teachers, because, like, I don't even know how they deal with all the kids that are really annoying in class. And you are responsible for
Oh, shout out to those elementary teachers, bro. Those elementary teachers be putting up shit. Or elementary up to 4th grade. Elementary up to 4th grade is just straight hell teaching, bro. Imagine trying to get one of those little ass kids to sit still in a chair and listen to you all day. Good luck.
for all these kids in your classes throughout the entire school day. And it's like 30 kids per class. And on top of that, and you also have to teach every single one of these kids the
Yeah.
material and make sure they don't
Yep.
fall behind on said material. And then you got to plan lessons in your downtime.
Too much.
And then I
Too
am
much.
responsible for the youth, okay, being able to understand goddamn math equations. I am not putting that responsibility on myself, bro. Hell nah. Comedian, okay, I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Only I would see myself being a comedian. The only thing is, one, stage fright. That would definitely kick me in the ass. And two, I really
Yeah,
don't
being a
think
teacher
I'm
would
that
suck.
funny. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm
You know, no, I've actually been thinking about this about being a comedian. It's really a life hack because once you're a comedian, you can get into any type of like theater or like acting because you're entertaining. That's all you need to be just to be on camera, bro. As long as you're entertaining, that's all. Like, bro. And being a comedian makes that 10 times easier to be entertaining. My whole family teachers might take on the task if music not popping off. Bro, if you're being a teacher, be a professor at a college. Don't be a teacher at some high school, bro. That's your first mistake. Go to college, get your degree, master what you want to teach, and work at a college.
sure some of you find my videos funny, which is great, and I appreciate it. But I do not think I'm the next
But
coming
trust
of
in the
Diddy.
music first.
Because the last thing I would want is to get up there and then just get booed off the stage instantly. Then people just start hucking goddamn tomatoes at me. And then I have to sit backstage and wallow in my shame and just cry. Okay, I wouldn't cry. Maybe a little bit. I would have to learn a lot more about comedy and shit because I don't really know that much about comedy. I'm just kind of spitballing jokes here. But still, I think it would be a
Spitballing.
cool job to
Yo.
do. Being an astronaut. Okay, this is something I wanted to do when I was a kid. I was like, I want to be an astronaut. And now that I'm much older, I do not want to go to the goddamn moon. So
And isn't the
instead,
training for that
okay,
shit like
the
actually
last
hell?
thing I want to do is go into space because we do not.
Like, no, I saw somewhere you have to like go into quarantine for like a few weeks or some shit before you even like go up to space. Like you can't be near electronics or some I don't know what specifically it is, but it's some weird process just to even I think like try out to be an astronaut.
Not really know what's out there. It's such a wide and vast universe, I don't even want to take the chance. And if there's some kind of like faulty equipment on my spaceship, an asteroid could break.
No, I'm just gonna stop talking. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna resume. I'm not gonna lie. If I was just drifting in space though, I would just admire it. I know I'm gonna die. I'm just admire it though, 'cause space is such a beautiful place, bro. It's like endless. It's endless, bro. Like, oh, if I was just floating in space, I would be thinking of 90210 by Travis Scott. This, I hope I'll be fried too. Fried in space, listening to 90210.
break the window of it. The moment that happens, I'm cooked. I'm gonna have to call NASA for backup or some shit. I know NASA's got technology to prevent that type of shit, but still, I don't even think I want to worry about that in the slightest. A doctor. Okay, I think these were the careers my parents wanted me to be. Doctor, lawyer, astronaut, surgeon.
We know what
Yeah,
race he
doctor's
is.
going in F tier. I don't see myself being a doctor one bit. They get paid really good, but still, I don't know about all that. Dr. Birdie, that sounds kind of crazy. That just doesn't sound right. People are gonna come into my office and I'm gonna have to tell them the truth. Look, man, I'm just as lost as you are, bro. I use ChatGPT because that's probably what I would have done if I went to medical school. I would have been locked in with ChatGPT like crazy. Like I would have had to have ChatGPT help me out during the job interview and shit too, so it wouldn't have worked out. A graphic designer. Now I would actually do this.
That would be
if
fun.
I actually learned how the hell to design things. So
Yeah.
it's gonna go in the A
Same,
tier.
same.
Imagine me making the logo for your company. I don't know, dude. I'd be firing up Microsoft Paint. All
I'm not
I've
gonna
really
lie.
done so far
If
in
I
my
got into it,
designing
I'd
career,
cook.
if you want to call it that. I just took a bunch of shapes and put it together. That was really it. A mascot. Now, a mascot's gonna go probably in the D tier for me. Imagine being in the 100-degree Texas heat. and
Oh,
you're the
hell
mascot for
no.
the Houston Texans. I would just be thinking to myself, all right, the moment I can take this thing off, bro, I'm quitting my job. They're gonna hit like crazy emotes when they score a touchdown. I probably couldn't even breathe in the damn costume. And it would be even worse
And they'd
if
be
I was
doing
in wasn't a
backflips and
sport
shit.
mascot, if I was just standing outside a store in a fucking hot dog
Ah,
costume, spinning a damn sign around, yeah, it would be even worse. Now, if I was a mascot at Disney World or something, I'd have to act all holly and jolly the whole time, pretend like
fuck
I'm
that.
happy to be there, even though I am waiting by the second to take this damn costume.
That reminded me, bro. Okay, so there's this place near my house. It's like a little outside place for kids just to like play at, and it's like a cabin area. I'm not gonna say what it's called because it's gonna leak my location. But bro, my friend used to work there, and he had to dress up in this bear costume. And we went to work one day, or we went to his work one day, and he was dressed up as a bear, and we just like we started trolling the fuck out of him, cause he can't do nothing, right? He's on job, like mind you, we were like maybe sophomores in high school, but mind you, we were doing this, and he was sweating his bald cheeks off. Dude, he was trying his best to like be nice as shit, but I bet you, he was like, these niggas are pissing me off under the mask. Next to the lake, yeah.
A fisherman
Next to
B
Lakeview.
tier. Fishing is a pretty calm experience, I can't even lie, but at times it can get pretty boring. I do enjoy myself some fishing once in a while. I know I'm on some old man activities, but listen, just hear me out, bro. It's relaxing. But if I were to fish like every day of my life, eventually I would get really bored of it. And I already hate being on boats to begin with because, well, shit, dude, I don't want to get seasick. The moment I toss, turn, or do any kind of maneuver on this boat, it's over. I'm puking. Now we got a construction worker. Okay, this one's going in D tier for me.
I actually
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
mind
I
that.
mean, we're off to a bad start. I gotta use a YouTube tutorial to figure out how to unclog a toilet. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. So imagine me
That's
trying
concerning.
to build something. Imagine me trying to figure out how to build an entire sculpture or whatever it is that I'm building. And a lot of times construction workers are in the blazing heat putting in work. So, shout out to all my construction
I'd rather do manual labor though, instead of just having a 9 to 5 and not doing shit all day. To be honest with you.
workers out there. They're really cooking. What's pretty ironic is that my favorite shows as a 4-year-old were like Bob the Builder and Handy Manny. Yet here I am. Every time I gotta fix something on my own, I gotta call my dad, ask him what to do. Either that or look up a YouTube tutorial. I don't know who's getting on the mic making these YouTube tutorials on these really niche things, but shout out to you. Because, dude, I don't know where the hell I would be without YouTube tutorials. And due to like outside causes, some structures that you build could just come tumbling down and you gotta do it all over again. I'm gonna feel like the Clash of Clans builder when his builder hut keeps getting destroyed. A pilot, definitely F tier. Shout out to all the pilots out there. that
We're
are
gonna
really
turn into
putting in
Amelia
work. But
Earhart,
again,
disappear.
This one's just not me, bro. I don't think I'd be able to handle that immense amount of pressure. I gotta get people safely from point A to B without crashing the plane somehow. And every time I
The
land
plane's
on
mostly
ground, I'll be that
autopilot.
one dude that just fucking
No. If we're being for real, it's not hard to be a pilot because it's mostly autopilot. Like the pilot is there for backup. If anything goes wrong,
kisses the ground. Because I don't really like flying to begin with, but, you know,
the only thing the pilot does is take off and land.
I kind of just do it because I have to. I don't really have a choice. I mean, I'd rather fly for 3 hours than drive 24 hours by car. And also, I kind of suck at, like, paying attention to things. My brain's all over the place sometimes. And when you walk into the cockpit of a plane and just see the
Oh, there's
control
so many
panel,
buttons.
where the
There's so many buttons. I want to press every single button. If there's a red button, I'm pressing it. I don't care if the plane blows up.
hell do I even start? Like, what button do I press? But yeah, like I said, I'm good. Somebody else has got that. A chef. C tier. The reason why I say this is, as much as I want to know how to cook and be good at it, being a chef just
It's a
sounds
fun
kind of
job.
stressful. My brother was a busboy
I used to want to
in
be a
restaurant,
chef
and the
before I went to
manager was on
college
his fucking nutsack to clean the tables faster.
and change into
so I
business.
can only imagine being a chef, like your manager's gonna be on your head to cook faster. Like, how is that even possible? And in order for the food to be good, right, you gotta take your time with your craft. And also, if they rush the food, the chances of it not being cooked properly are higher. So I'd honestly rather them not rush my food. I want them to take their time cooking it. And also, when they get home from a long, grueling day of cooking, now they gotta cook themselves a meal. So they gotta cook again after work. Honestly, that's too much cooking for me, man. Again, somebody else has got that, bro. And it ain't me. Truck driver.
I can
D
cook.
tier.
A chef
I
is
don't know
backup for
what it
me.
is with
Not
my
for real.
jobless ass giving
If you took a cooking class in high school, there's no need for you to ever in your life get a chef or have someone cook for you.
low ranks. I don't know, man. I think I'm just being a D1 hater today. But listen, truck drivers,
Unless you
they
failed
will
the class,
drive
then there's
on the
something wrong
highway
with you.
for hours at a time without stopping. They will go off zero sleep, just straight going on the highway. They'll stop at the little rest stops, look at some eats,
Hey, shout out to Mrs. Kerr, bro. Shout out Mrs. Kerr, bro. One of my favorite teachers at South.
sleep for like 20 minutes, and then they're back on the road. I already don't really like driving to begin with, let alone driving across the country. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. I don't know about that one. No amount of music will get me that amped for 30 hours straight. Watch this video right here about my cashier job that I mentioned earlier in the video. Just click on it.
That was a good video, bro. Yeah, like I said,